The NHL 24 Hut Deep Dive is finally here, and today I'm going to give my live reaction and we're going to break down the trailer. Now, I actually haven't seen this trailer yet. We're going to watch it together for the first time, and as I watch, I'll pause and I'll give my feedback and I'll break some stuff down for you. Now, before we get into it, guys, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I have content every day here, and I have a ton more stuff leading up to NHL 24 when it releases, as well as an absolute ton of content for you when it finally drops. Now, being realistic with you, I'm hoping to hear some changes about how we're going to be playing this year, instead of the usual rivals, champs, packs to repeat. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. No sleeves, take it away.
The launch of NHL 24 is almost here. In this video, we are going to break...
Starting off strong with the card art for 99 Cale Makar. I don't know if they're going to go in depth on how to get this card, but if they do, I'm just saying... It's exciting times. There's some good stuff.
Down all right. The newest features and quality of life improvements in Hockey Ultimate Team for NHL 24.
I mean, okay. We're getting some card art right off the bat. We can see the Cale Makar X Factor card. And then look at the Mario Lemieux and the Joe Sakic that we have as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, I do think it's pretty cool that they're using a Joe Sakic wearing the number 88. He only wore that number for a short period of time. Hopefully, they do go a little bit more in depth as to why they're using that photo. Keep going.
I'm No Sleeves, a full-time content creator focusing on the EA NHL franchise. Here to walk you through everything about Hut in NHL 24. I also sat down with the Hut dev team lead, Nicholas Shuchuk, to get some in-depth insight for this year's game. Let's kick things off with the biggest addition coming to NHL 24. Perfect. With the all-new Hut moments. This year...
All right, well, okay, so I actually... All right, so... Training camp Makar moments, okay, so I might have to change something that I'm going to become... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Here's your first four set of moments for NHL 24. There's some pretty cool ones in here. I don't know how in-depth they're going to go here. I don't want to, like, keep pausing the video and whatnot, but there's some pretty cool stuff, and I will have some exclusive Hut Moments content coming very soon as well.
You'll be able to play through some of the most historic moments in...
Okay, so let's go through some of these here. So you have the Zegras, the Keller one, awesome. Now, obviously, I'm excited for the Larkin first career hat trick. And can I point something out? Guys, do you see something? Because I see something. The rewards. X Factor collectible? Will they go in depth on this? Can I talk about... You know what? Let's just keep watching. But hey, it's not just coins. That was the biggest concern that not only me, but I think everyone has had that. Yeah, they're going to put in Hut Moments. They're going to take out challenges and they're going to replace it. It's going to be great. But then the rewards are just going to be, hey, get 250, 500 coins here and there. It's done. It's over. X Factor collectible. Wonder if we're going to find out what those are used for.
In hockey history, as well as complete moments that happened during this upcoming season. Now, Hut Moments will be replacing the offline Hut Challenges from past games. In Hut Challenges, you were limited to a vague set of objectives to complete against a set roster in the game. In Hut Moments, you will be dropped into a specific time and scenario with customized...
Now, I don't know if the ratings are final here, but that Nick Suzuki, man, that looks really nice. You can see he has an X Factor. And if that's going to be in the trailer, I think it's safe to say Nick Suzuki is going to be one of the new X Factor players in NHL 24.
Players and rosters to fit that exact moment in hockey. And some will include a detailed breakdown from James Cebulski to hype up that moment.
These are really cool. Hold on. So I actually haven't heard this one. I'm just going to stay on the screen. I'm going to give my reaction, I guess. I was going to leave, but I actually don't know this one. I didn't know what one they were going to use, so let's check it out.
2021 playoffs, the Montreal Canadiens found themselves on the brink of elimination, trailing 3-1 to their arch rivals, the Toronto Maple Leafs. It was Nick Suzuki who ignited the spark in Game 5 with an electrifying overtime goal, propelling the Habs to not only force a Game 6,
these are so
but
cool,
to also claim the series in 7.
This is your moment. That's you're going to hear that a lot.
Orchestrate a remarkable series comeback.
I love those. I think that is a great addition, giving you context as to why you're playing that moment. A little cutscene, yeah, it would be cool if there was video as opposed to just photos, but either way, I think that's a great addition.
Now, on top of the large list representing the more recent events in hockey, there will also be some of the most memorable in the history of the sport. Mario's emotional return.
Keep an eye on the channel for a couple you may see in the future. Little spoiler.
In December of 2000 against the Leafs, all the way to Gretzky's 5-goal game against the Flyers in 1981, giving him 50 goals in 39 games. Nice. On top of all that, some moments will actually have you player locked to a specific player to complete that moment. And yes, that includes goaltenders.
That's awesome. Yes, player locked as goalie in some of the moments, that's going to be a lot of fun, and that's going to be chaotic. I'm not good at goalie. That's going to be really hard for me, so I can't wait to play that.
One of the most requested quality of life improvements from the community has been ending a moment when you've completed all of the
Hallelujah.
objectives. So I had to ask Nicholas, what happens when you complete all of the objectives in a hut moment?
We actually gave you the option to end the moment early this year. I know it's something that was kind of called out as a quality of life thing
Thank
in the
God.
past. So now, very simply, the next face-off in the game, you'll get prompted. You can exit and claim rewards early. If you're having fun playing the match and just want to play it all the way through, you can just hit continue and still quit out and get your rewards early anytime.
Speaking of completing objectives, that leads us into our next feature for NHL 24.
We're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and we've only talked about stuff we've already heard. I want new info, EA. I want new stuff. We know about moments. We know about objectives. Give me something new.
Objectives 2.0. In this year's game, objectives will be tracked in real time and can now include in-game actions such as goals, assists, shot types, hits, as well as dekes. This is a massive upgrade from NHL 23, in which objectives were limited to games played with a specific card type, such as a current event, or simply totaling a certain stat, like score 50 goals, regardless of the player used to do so. In NHL 24, the objectives can be tracked with specific cards. For example, if a new event comes out, instead of just games played with event cards, it will be score goals, get assists, and some will even have you doing so with specific cards. Now, to keep track of these objectives, you'll receive an in-game pop-up while you work towards the objectives. Now, I asked Nicholas what that means from a developer standpoint and what he's most excited for when it comes to Objectives 2.0.
We're utilizing this new tech to actually
pause it right here. You can actually see something different, something we've never seen before. Score top right corner goals with any player in any mode. That is different. That's interesting. We'll see exactly how that's going to play out. I'm just happy that they're trying different things, if I'm being honest with you. Also, you can see above me and Nicholas, Training Camp Makar. Hopefully they talk about that, but we'll see.
Refresh our daily and weekly objectives, so we want to give a different look to that stuff and just give some new fun things to do every day and every week, and then on top of that, the thing that I'm most excited about is we're able to build
so I'm gonna go ahead and pause, well, make the cards look nice. Score goals with any Toronto Maple Leafs player item was one of the objectives. We'll see exactly what EA is able to do with the objectives throughout the year, give us different ones, hopefully earn a lot of different stuff, but this is a big QOL change that I really like.
2.0 around doing things with specific player cards, specific players, specific teams, or card types, and all that's going to allow event objectives to have a lot more depth.
So they are going through the Cale Makar ones. 750 coins for finishing all of them, and everything's with Cale Makar. Assists, goals, perform dekes, and the final reward there looks like a Jumbo Premium Pack. There's only 5 of them, so Jumbo Premium Pack, first day of the game's not too bad, I guess. I'm going to highly suggest that that's the first thing you focus on in the game. If you are pre-ordering the X Factor Edition, the first thing you need to do is hop into a game and get these done. Get your Jumbo Premium Pack and your 3,700 coins.
It'll be a lot more meaningful this year.
To complete those objectives, it's going to be far easier because in NHL 24, we are getting a shared economy. In this year's game, you will be able to buy, sell, and trade with players from the opposite console.
Cross market. Love it. Xbox One and PS4. PS5, Xbox Series S and X, great. For me personally, this is big because that means I can bring back trade days. Now in the future, I'll go more in depth on what trade days are, but having a cross market and being able to bring trade days to everyone that plays the game is absolutely awesome for me, and I love being able to do them. And I know you guys really enjoy the trade days as well, so bringing them back was a big priority for me this year, and this is going to allow that.
Meaning that PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X players, they will now share a single market. PlayStation 4 and Xbox One players, they will also share a single market. Now, with it being easier to acquire the cards you're looking for in NHL 24, you'll be able to show them off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
This will allow you to share your roster through a single screenshot.
Take a look at some of the cards that we see available here. There are some team builders in here, I noticed, and Lumi up there. Schultz as well, and Mike Green. Awesome. I love Mike Green. He's a Capitals alumni, though, so that's not the Wings alumni. Blackhawks have Hossa. Looks like I'm going to be doing some team builders early to try and get some Red Wing players. We got Kaprizov, there's Jack Hughes, Forsberg. I don't know if any of these ratings are final, but just looking at some of the cards, like this is pretty cool.
It includes both desktop and mobile view designed for easy sharing of your progress. It'll highlight your entire roster, as well as some of the biggest accomplishments you've made during your time in Hockey Ultimate Team. We're also getting the brand new XP sets.
Oh, okay, we do talk about
earn
this.
XP from logins, daily, and weekly objectives for use in a new linear set track. By completing all 40 sets released weekly, you can earn yourself an all 99 overall master item. To speak more about the new XP sets, I asked Nicholas about how it's going to work.
Yeah, so we wanted to look at a way of revamping the monthly collectible sets, and so this year we're...
So I want to make this very clear, because it doesn't sound like they have said anything, and they might later, but I just want to be very clear here. What you're seeing here,
you can earn yourself an all
is an XP collectible, right? But the 99 Makar, let me look here and pause it. Those are not those collectibles. It's not 40 collectibles for a 99. That's the first thing I seen and went, wait, that could be a problem. You need to complete the sets that you see here afterwards, just in case they don't actually explain this. You need to complete all the levels, and every level you complete, you'll get a Hut 99 token to trade in. So you need to complete 40 of the sets, just hopefully that makes more sense.
Monthly collectible sets, and so this year we're actually going to have a more linear track, but the real goal of it, the real exciting part about it, is you're actually pursuing this, what we kind of call the ultimate Hut reward, and it's going to be a 99 everything card that you'll get just from completing these sets throughout the year. And so you...
Alright, I just want to point out, I don't know, am I covering it? Hold on, one second. Am I covering it? I am covering it! I'm a dumbass, alright. So as you can see here, it's a 99 everything master item choice pack. Now, I don't know how many players are going to be in it, but I know of a few. We'll see what else they have to say.
Just from completing these sets throughout the year. And so you get XP collectibles from daily and weekly challenges, etc. And then as you do these sets, you'll earn individual collectibles that will toward this ultimate reward.
So they did talk about it in my entire rant there and my little thing. Kind of pointless, but yeah, these collectibles are not just used for the 99. You got to complete the sets. Once you complete the sets, you'll get packs and everything. Just to make that clear, but they did go a little bit more into it there.
I think I was mentioning, like, we really want these to represent or be representative of, you know, what happened this year, big stories from that year, and so that they actually have meaning.
Talking about the MSPs here, who they want it to be.
Season. So right now, I can only reveal 2 that have been chosen, which are Cale Makar, who's our cover athlete.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful card. Look at this thing. Look at it. I'm so excited for the card art this year. I've seen some stuff, and I can show some stuff off in a little bit, but these look awesome.
This year, and Connor Bedard, first overall pick from the draft.
Also getting a change in NHL 24 will be Synergies. There are going to be a base set of Synergies for each player type in the game.
I'm going to go ahead and pause it just so we can take a look at it here. We can see defensive defenseman is a synergy now, as opposed to, I believe the icon before was protector. And these are going to be player specific. If you're a two-way defenseman, you get the two-way defenseman synergy. And then if you have 3 different defensive defensemen on the team, you'll get the synergy boost.
For example, power forwards will have the powered forward synergy, which will allow player types to more reflect their playstyle in game. On top of that, there'll be new boost synergies, which will be added to player items through live content.
Yeah, so I just don't want it to be blurry for you, but yeah, so the new boost synergies are going to be random ones that get placed on different cards, you know, throughout the year through the team of the week or whatever. But as you can see, the Matthew Tkachuk is a power forward card, and he has the power forward synergy. Just another way to change the way we make our lineups.
The thing we wanted to do was bring more meaning to the player types in the game. So right now they're kind of represented as, you know, 3 letters on a card, you know, two-way forward, power forward, etc. And this year we're actually going to have a power forward synergy that goes on every power forward item. It helps you understand when you're building a team that you're building around a certain identity.
Yeah.
And on top of that, there will be another number of synergies that are purely just boosts, and they're named a little bit more simply. Like there's an acceleration boost, a speed boost, etc. And we wanted to make that, you know, the synergies a little bit more approachable for players and a little bit more understandable.
And lastly, let's discuss the content coming up in NHL 24. X Factors will be coming back to NHL 24. In this year's game, there will be a representative from every single NHL franchise, totaling...
Just want to point out, it does look like we're going to have the same pack animation as last year, and the X Factors are going to have the same animation as well.
32 players across the league. On top of that, there will be 6 women X Factor cards from their corresponding international league. Sorry? On top from every Factors will be coming back to NHL 24. In this year's game, there will be a representative from every single NHL franchise.
Love that. So every team is going to get an X Factor player. They should have done that from the beginning. So every team, no matter what team you support, will have an X Factor player. That's great. I love that. Perfect.
Totaling 32
it's going to be Larkin
players
for
across
Detroit,
the league.
but that's fine.
On top of that, there will be 6 women X Factor cards from their corresponding international squad. Team builders will also be making a return to NHL 24 with some major changes in how you acquire the team builder cards.
Forgot about this.
As you go through and collect cards from each individual squad, you will get that team's 84 overall team builder card.
I'm gonna pause that back on the HOSA. I want to take a look at the stats.
Get that team's 80.
So obviously, if you pre-order the X Factor edition, you get 2 of these team builder cards right off the bat. He's got 87 speed and excel, like right out the gate, and looks like the acceleration boost. Interesting. This could actually be a card I want to go after. He's got the 2-way forward ability. Former Red Wing. All right, this is kind of interesting. I just want to take a look at some of the team builders here, because obviously, when we do get the pack, I'm going to go through all the team builders and hopefully help you guys pick who you should be choosing. But 87 speed and excel out the gate might not be too bad.
84 overall team builder card. Once you have collected 6 total 84 overall team builder cards, you could then trade them in for an 87. However, the big change coming to NHL 24 is that it can be any of the 32 team builder cards, meaning that you won't need to collect every single division and every single team. If you wanted the new 87 overall Jeremy Roenick, you could go ahead and cash in 6 Jack Johnson cards to acquire him. Making the return to NHL 24 are the PowerUp Icons set.
Right now, I see the Ultimate PowerUp Icon, Playoff Heroes, Rookies, Vintage, and Dynamic Duo. I don't know if they're going to go in-depth on like each one and what player falls in each category, but at the beginning of this video, we did talk about the Joe Sakic wearing number 88. It's probably because he's going to be one of the rookie icons. A nice way to categorize them and then maybe put out different versions of cards throughout the year.
Now, the big change to the PowerUp Icons this year will be the fact that they are broken down into 4 separate categories. You've got Playoff Heroes, Rookie Cards, Vintage, as well as Dynamic Duo. Now, once you are able to collect the 2 headliner items...
Those are beautiful. Just saying. And if you want to trade in... Hold on, I'm gonna let him say this, but I'll let him say it. I'm sure he's about to go into it.
As well as Dynamic Duo. Now, once you are able to collect the 2 headliner items from each of those 4 sets, you can then trade them in for the ultimate PowerUp Icon. In this year's game, they will be Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, and Gordie Howe. And they will continue to upgrade throughout the year. So from Hut Moments to Objectives 2.0, the new XP sets and updated live content, there is a lot to do in this year's game. Be sure to take advantage of the last chance pre-order bonus to secure yourself a Hut Team Building Player Choice Pack. That's gonna do it for me. I'm No Sleeves, and I'll see you in NHL 24.
All right, so that's it. Not a ton of new info today. That's unfortunate, but there's some pretty cool stuff in here, absolutely. And I really like this, the PowerUp Icons here. So if you collect...
As well as Dynamic Duo. Now, once you are able to collect the 2 headliner items...
The 2 headliner items from each one. There's 2 headliner items. So you need to collect the icon players. It's not just about, hey, I pulled an 82 and I can no longer use it because it's an 82. I'm not upgrading them throughout the year. Who cares? You can now use that card and trade that one. And this one right here is for Maurice Richard.
From each of those 4 sets, you can then trade them in for the ultimate PowerUp Icon.
So you now have the Maurice Richard, and if you want Wayne Gretzky, you can make Wayne Gretzky. If you want Lemieux, you can make Lemieux, or if you want Howe, you can make Howe. It's your choice. To get Gretzky, Lemieux, or Howe, you're going to need to collect all the icons, and the headliners are Jean Beliveau, Chris Chelios, Mark Messier, Dennis Potvin, Maurice Richard, Daniel Sedin, Henrik Sedin, and Teemu Selanne. Once you have these 8 85 overall icons, you can trade them in for Gretzky, Lemieux, or Howe. And these are repeatable. You can do these as many times as you want. I do find it interesting that they didn't mention anything about this, but I think it'd be pretty cool if there was ways to actually earn the icon players, you know, maybe by doing objectives or moments for these cards. Just saying, that'd be pretty cool. All right, well, that was the Hut deep dive for NHL 24. Not a lot of new information today, unfortunately. Like I said, that was my first time watching that with you guys. And over the next couple days, I'm going to have different videos outlining some other stuff. And like I said, keep an eye on the channel if you guys want to see some Hut Moments gameplay coming to you ASAP. But for now, I am going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me know down below what you thought of the Hut deep dive trailer. And are you excited for NHL 24? I know I am. I get excited every single year, no matter what the changes are to the game. There's something special about the beginning of the year for NHL. It's always a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow with another one. And like I said, keep an eye on the channel. There may be some exclusive stuff coming your way very shortly. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.